of Ebonyi State, gentlemen of the press, I am very much impressed with the level and the quality of work done on this runway. This is one of the issues that confronted us when we took over the affairs of government that fateful day, 29th day of May 2020. At the first instance, when the construction of the airport runway started early 2020, our intention as government then was to give the best to the people of Ebonyi State. Unknowingly to us, we didn't know that concrete pavement is not very good for runway. And when we get into office, having campaign at the platform of the same van mandate and continuity and consolidation, we are constrained, and it becomes an obligation that we complete this airport and put it to the standard that everybody will be proud of. And as the people of Ebonyi State, we made a serious promise that we punish our enemies with a very gigantic project. That's still stands, and believe that God Almighty will be with us. There's a good that as promised. The contractor have been doing very wonderfully well, but the state government have been doing very exceptionally well. We, at the beginning, early July, we agreed to re-award the construction of this runway. We invited Chuba, we invited CCECC, and we invited IDC. CCECC made the apportation, Chuba also made the apportation, IDC made the apportation. But why we decided to give this job to IDC is because they have asphalt plant close to Ebonyi State. And they agreed our condition to build asphalt plant here, which you can see there. Because we can't afford to take that risk that we have asphalt plant in Kogi and our vehicles will be transporting it from Kogi to here. And that is why we say no. The only contractor that we've seen that are competent and capable to do the job is IDC, who have promised us that they will build asphalt plants here. And that they did. And it's already helped people move. Due to the issue of armed currency, the fluctuations, this job ought to stop. If not, the understanding. I talked to the contractor personally and made a serious promises. And when he stopped work, or when he started giving us skeletal services, we disagreed. And we now called for a review, upwards review. The job was awarded initially at 13.735 billion. The total square meter of this is about 220 something thousand, and the total ton is about 82,000 tons. So if you are an engineer, you can now calculate it on your own. The total area covered is 3,000. 3,100, that is 3.1 kilometers. Multiplied by 75 meters, you can get this thing that I just quoted. And regulation was a terrible issue. That was not included in the contract. The meaning, that is clarification of the already existing contract from the already existing pavement, was also the issue. Because you need to do these clarifications and you do tag codes. That's all agreed that they will take it into cognizance, and that was form part of the job. It was taken into cognizance, and we all agreed that since it's going to form part of the contract, it's also the state will now pay all the necessary resources. At the time of upward review, all of us placed intelligence because the contractor wanted us to review the job comprehensively. And we said at that point we have released 9.65 billion to the contractor. And because of that, we will only review with a balance. Because that is what we assume the job to be. Whether you have put in the whole money or not, it's not our business. And the contractor being a good person, we drag it from here to Abuja, we drag it back and all this and that. But we believe that we are the right side. Because having released money to you, what it means is that you have generated that certificate. And we take all the money released, both the advance payment, both the mobilization and all this, as the certificate generated. And by the special grace of God, at the end of the day, the contractor agreed. And that is what we reviewed. The balance left then was about 4.7 billion. And we reviewed it by 70%. And that gives the job back to around 17.8 something billion. Out of that 17.8 something billion, about 15 billion have been paid. So, what left now is around 1 point something billion. And that's will be paid after the completion of the work. And by the special grace of God, up to today, we have not borrowed 1 kobo from anybody. It's what we think that our money should go into, and it's for the benefit of all of us. Since our manifesto is centered on the people's charter of need, we think we have spent a lot of money in this airport, that we should not abandon the airport. This is one of the projects. We have about 3 projects ongoing in this airport. Another one is the control tower. The control tower is almost 100% done. You can see the one up. Yeah. That is the tower is almost 90% done. When we came in, they said that we need to pay them 1.4 billion naira to start again. And we drag it by the special grace of God, we paid the 1.4 billion. It started. Then there's what they call security lights in this airport. You know, everywhere here now, they will still perforate it. And now put lights. And now have what they call security control. This thing you see, the cover. Down, you will see it down there. Almost everywhere. That we're also doing. And by the special grace of God, comprehensively. Because all of us are agreeing that everybody must complete his or her own work before the end of this month. I'm surprised that the contractor is saying now that I should give him 10 days. I was thinking that his time left only 5 days to complete the work. But what we've seen, definitely, as far as I'm concerned, I am very much confident that the contractor will complete the work with a very high quality. The contractor is doing exceptionally well because I must praise them. The quality and the quantity of asphalt, the thickness is beyond what we agreed on earlier because they wanted to regulate it to be of international standards. The Ministry of Aviation came here. I'm sure all of them, based on their own remark, they were so astonished because they never see this kind of quality ever done in any of the airports they ever visited. That was their own remark. And that gives us hope that we are doing the best thing we think our people need at this moment. Sincerely, our dear great stakeholders, this is your airport runway. It's ongoing peacefully in a very high quality. And I believe that since you trust us and ask us to do this job, our duty is to perform extremely and very, very well based on the way and the resources that we think we can lay hand on. Unfortunately, the value of our naira is going down, but the interest of our people is already taking the center stage. That will utilize whether the value is going down or going up. The interest of our people is first, and we must definitely obey that and do what we think is just, what we think that can protect the interests of our people and give everybody the facelift that we need at this moment. Thank you very much.